You may not know it, but collaboration from all over the world is happening right here in Cleveland. Global Cleveland is a nonprofit organization dedicated to growing Northeast Ohio's economy by connecting international people to opportunities. And Global Fellows are here right now in our city. Joining me is Jaden Baxter, Special Assistant to the Mayor, and, let me get this right, Lorenz Quezon, a lawyer and government official from Bataan in the Philippines. You're also a Global Fellow.
Yes.
Gentlemen, welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Yes,
Jaden,
thank you.
talk about why this program is so important in connecting us to international fellows.
Well, yeah, Global Cleveland is a great partner with the city. They partner with dozens of organizations across from civic to education to housing and especially with government. So us collaborating with Global Cleveland is such an amazing process that we can attract and attain newcomers, especially international newcomers, to come to the city and feel welcomed. And then just actually this collaboration with Mark has just been generational because we get to experience what it's like here in Cleveland and what we can replicate in Bataan, Philippines.
How has the city of Cleveland supported Global Cleveland in this program?
Well, Mayor Bibb early on in his administration made sure to put ingenuity and innovation at the very forefront. And I think you can really do that when you partner with such amazing partners in Global Cleveland who really set the tone of making sure that we're attracting and retaining new innovative talent, sometimes outside of the city, and most times it is international. So what we really want to do and what Mayor Bibb really wanted to make sure is that everyone here who's international and coming to live in Cleveland, make Cleveland their new home, really felt welcomed and supported by the city. So this is just another effort that really spearheads that work that Mayor Bibb set.
You know, Mark, many of your fellows were placed in cities like Boston and Baton Rouge. What drew you to Cleveland? How did you end up here?
Okay, so when I applied for the program, actually I just want to add some information with what Jaden said. So we are part of the Young Southeast Asian Leaders Initiative Professional Fellowship Program. So this is a program supported by the U.S. Department of State, a Bureau of Education and Cultural Affairs. So when the portal opened for us, we applied and we listed our professional interests. So our institute partners, American Council of Young Political Leaders and Global Cleveland, matched me with the Cleveland City. Because in my interest, I wrote there that I'm interested in education policy and youth civic engagement. And Cleveland City has this unique educational organizational structure where the mayor has this control over the school district. So it is a unique experience for what my government is interested in studying. Department of Education or having a member of the governor's cabinet having an influence to the educational policy, just what as Cleveland City has with Chief Michelle Pomerantz and the CMSD school district.
Awesome. Well, then how would you describe your experience here in Cleveland, both as a city and as a community?
Oh, it is nothing but wonderful. You know, the city of Cleveland has a lot of offer, and I've experienced some of them. So I joined St. Patrick's Day Parade during a blizzard, and there was this meteor on that day,
and there was a meteor that blew up,
so welcome to Cleveland.
You got it all.
Yeah, I got it all. And then I also watched a play at Playhouse Square, listened to an orchestra in Cleveland Severance Hall, watched Cavaliers game twice, where in one of the game that I watched, they actually won.
Okay.
Yeah, but the other one, they lost.
Yeah,
but, and I really like how the community here is so big in terms of the basketball play, because a lot of people went there and they really are hyping, shouting, participating. They really love basketball here in Cleveland. And also, I went to Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's a really nice place.
Great place.
I joined the tour in Cleveland Art Museum, Cleveland Public Library, and tried good food at places like Cordelia and Mabel's Barbecue. So I really love the pork belly, the caged fish. I love those food, like chef's kiss. And the weather here is memorable. You can try all 4 seasons in one day.
You certainly can.
Yeah.
You just found that out. You got the experience. What about the people? Have you interacted with some of the people? What are Clevelanders like? What did you take
I
away from
experienced what they call Midwest nice. The people here are very warm and welcoming. I just want to share this one fun situation that I encountered. Like I was in the terminal station and I just opened a door for a lady, and that lady told me, "Thanks, honey." So we don't actually do that in the Philippines.
Like,
but here,
what do I do? How do I act?
How do I react? Should I say, "Welcome, honey"? So actually, we use that "thanks, honey" in our cohort. So whenever like my fellow Indonesian or fellow Cambodian would, would assist me or I would assist them, we will say that, thanks honey, or welcome honey, or great honey.
So, so you were working with Michelle Pomerantz,
Yes.
Chief of Education, and of
Jaden.
course, Jaden. What ideas or lessons have you decided to take back with you to the Philippines?
I really love how professional they are in their activities and programs. They're very punctual with all the meetings, and I really want to take that back to the Philippines. It's like when the meeting says here, like we start at 1 p.m., they would start at 1 p.m. So I need to take that culture back because we need to respect each other's time. And for the program, one program that I really want to take back to the Philippines in my government, Bataan, is the Junior Mayors Association, where Jaden and Michelle are spearheading. Because for me, this is really a great opportunity for young high schoolers to build this two-way communication between them and the mayor and his cabinet to bring suggestions on how the city works, on how to improve the city services to the people. And it's really inspiring because, Jaden and Michelle are working hard to bring these young students to collaborate, interact with one another. I know that they are from different schools. And I really know that high school system is very different from my culture. And I really appreciate their patience in really investing their time and resources to have these young high school schoolers understand their participation in the public service, like encourage them to exercise their right to suffrage and to understand how the local government works. Because for me, I believe that the youth are the future of our government. Maybe one of these students, or maybe some of these students, could become the future president, future mayor, future governor, future leaders in our government.
Well, Jaden, does this connection with you and Mark end when he goes back to the Philippines, or will you guys stay in touch, talk about different ideas, pass back and forth?
Well, for one, I hope it doesn't end.
Yeah.
For one, I hope Mark can come back for a Cavs championship.
Yeah, there you go.
Play sometime soon. But more than that, I think what really we want to highlight with this connection is that it's not temporary. It's going to be a long-lasting connection where we pass through ideas, where we really go through a different civic engagement opportunities between both cities and really highlight that sister city connection that we hope to establish with Bataan. But more than that, hopefully Mark can establish in Bataan a junior mayors of themselves. So then we can go over there and collaborate and see what me and Chief Pomerantz can do really in Bataan. And this is just really a great starting point for much, much more that we can do in the future.
Well, Mark, you got your work cut out for you when you go back.
Yes.
Do us proud. I know you will.
Yes, I will.
All right. Mark, Jaden, thank you so much for joining me today, and have a safe trip back to Bataan.
Thank you. And I just want to maximize the remaining days here in Cleveland. I really love Cleveland, and if I will be given the chance to go back here, then Cleveland City is one of those places that I would definitely go back to.
You're always welcome, and that's some Midwest hospitality from me to you. All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.